Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TAMBAYAN. Yes, we're back after 2 long busy months, and today's episode I'm joined by two guests from the FiliFest community. Meet Steph and Robin.
Hi guys, my name's Steph. Follow me on social media: Instagram Stephanie Rodrigo, YouTube Stephanie R. But there's nothing on there. So
Yeah, I'm Robin. My Insta is Robin Sounds Good. That's it.
Okay, since it's February,
February.
February.
Febrero.
Since it's February, it's obviously Valentine's month, but we're gonna be talking about something else this month, and it's to do with expressing emotion.
And like,
What's that? You know, I don't know if it's just a Filipino thing, yeah, where it's kind of hard to express yourself.
I think it's because, like, from childhood,
What?
like I'm a traumatized child. Yeah, I've TikTok has taught me that I'm a traumatized child. Like from young, when you would like express yourself, they'd be like, "Nah," and then, like,
Like,
gaslight you.
what are you talking back for?
Yeah.
What?
So now you're kind of like, am I doing it right, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Are we doing it right though?
And sometimes, like, well, for me anyway, sometimes I just bottle shit up. Like, I
You
bottle
bought,
a lot.
you bought what?
Bottle things up. Yeah. And, like, I don't know, I just find it really hard to express myself. It depends on who you are.
That's the biggest lie of life, Miss TikTok Queen.
Okay. No, like I came across a TikTok the other day and I sent it to Robin, and it was saying something like, if you struggle with like anxiety, or if you get really mad like quickly, it's like a trauma response to when you was a kid you were disciplined with violence.
She sends me a lot of this trauma.
Because like it's true, like when I was a kid I would get spanked or beaten up, and then now if like I'm talking to Adrian sometimes or whatever, my boyfriend, uh, um like I'll hit him and then I'll say I love you. Because like when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys experienced it, but when I was a kid, my parents would like hit me or whatever, spank me, because it's like discipline, right? And they'd be like, oh, it's because we love you. Like, what is the connection?
Wow.
Maybe you were just a wild child.
No, I wasn't. How can I be
Nah.
a wild child at 9 years old? What can I do? I'm playing Barbie. Times like, so like as grown ups, you bring that, but it's in your subconscious. So now it's difficult to like express your emotions, or if you're expressing it, it's like extreme,
It
or it's
is
not in the
extreme,
right
isn't it?
way.
I sometimes, well, I used to anyway, struggle to keep my mouth shut when I'm
Oh,
angry.
used to,
Yeah.
used to.
Used to. Maybe less
That
now.
is the biggest lie. I've been lying on the podcast for.
Shh, what happens at work stays at work, okay?
Anyway, I'm not involved, guys.
So yeah. So when you grow up, like, oh, you get beatings as your form of punishment, innit?
Mm.
Nowadays not so much. Like I see my brother like expressing himself more than I did at that age as well. He's
I
like
think,
12, 13 now as well.
but I think because he grew up here.
Like, it's always the eldest that gets it worse.
Mm.
Eldest gang. Are we all the oldest ones, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you kind of see how relaxed they come in it how
Yeah.
relaxed your
Like
parents become
my
when they grow
brother
up.
like talks back sometimes, and I have to like, yo, chill. Like I'm scared. I'm scared for him and for my own life, because I feel like I'll get scolded for him being like that. It was like when I was a kid, they would tell me to like go grab the belt or something. I'm just like, what?
But enough
I'm
about
pretty sure
domestic abuse.
all of the community listening has experienced the same thing as I have. So.
Most of them, at least, I think for most of them anyway,
Mm.
because you grew up mostly in Philly,
Yeah,
innit?
like I came
Same.
here when I was 13, so
You still got beatings here.
Yeah, I did. Actually, the last time I got beaten was when I was like 16 years old. No, 17.
Let
Suppressed.
me not even talk. The last time I got beatings, fam, I was like 19.
Huh?
Anyway,
Let's not dig into that
Let's
hole.
not dig into that hole. I don't know though, because it's kind of awkward for me just even talking about expressing emotions. Do you know what
But
I mean?
like, it's weird because me personally, like for example, in terms of like dating, it's very easy for me to like express my emotions, but at the same time, like not. I don't know how to explain it, but like I can express it, but sometimes it will be in a not direct way. That makes
Give
sense.
us an example.
Mm, like it's easy. Oh, it really came up. Like it's easy for me to say like I love you and stuff or whatever, but I like in my past relationships, I've like I'll do things that in my head I think is like love, but not realize that like I'm hurting them. That makes sense.
What do you mean you're hurting them?
Like hurting their feelings, innit? Or like hurting them. I don't know how to explain it. Can someone back me, please?
I get what you mean.
we don't even know what you mean.
This
Well,
is what I'm saying. It's difficult to express my emotions.
example A.
Ah,
Like even nowadays, like when I'm around like not even just parents but family, I'm just like
I think it's different. I think we're all different with when you're with friends and family, and then like if you're seeing someone or you have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So it's just like
Mm,
it depends who you're with. I feel like because um you have to be comfortable with them. Do you know what I mean? And like I
just
feel like they have different. You have different communications with other people.
yeah, like when my friends come round, like I'm so like loud and stuff, and then my stepdad was like, "Oh, like how come when your friends are around, you're always so loud, but when you're with us, like you're so quiet?" And I'm
same.
like, I don't know.
It's true, you know. I find myself more expressive and loud around my friends than I am with my family. I think it's because growing up, you're always like, I think it's not. I think it's like it is a Filipino thing to be like, oh, why are you acting like this? Waka ganyan, you know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like why are
Yeah,
you
Yes.
touching? Like, and you're always told to just follow and follow and follow.
Yeah, and I think that's like the difference between me and my brother. Like, he's very much more open than I am, and he doesn't care what he says. Because in his head, he's like, "Oh, this is how I feel, so you should know how I feel." Whereas I'm
mm,
like, I'm feeling it, but is what I'm feeling like right? Is it correct for me to say it out loud? Does that make sense?
Mm. It's like
Because
you're always policing
then I get
yourself.
scared. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because then I get scared. Like, what would the other person's reaction be if I say this or that?
yeah.
Boy, this is a deep.
It's a bit real.
I'm really
It's the therapy session for me. It's
At least it's free
it's free. But it's weird though. Most Filipinos are emotional.
and depressed.
Oh,
Not
that's
in a
another.
like, yeah, not in a like bad way. I guess like I just think it's all down to like suppressing your feelings and stuff, and then growing up, you don't know, like you don't have that support from your parents even
Mm,
to kind of like deal with those things that you've dealt with when you were young. So you're just kind of there like floating, like what?
Especially as like the oldest child, there's so much pressure.
Because I feel like they see you as, especially in the Filipino community, I feel like being the oldest, you're like the second parent.
yeah.
And then like growing up, you're just kind of like, okay, I need to be this. Now I can't act like this because like I feel like I'm looking after everyone. Does that make sense? Even if I'm
The thing is, yeah, like when I'm looking after my brother, um, I would like sometimes when he pisses me off, like I would proper shout at him, and then my mom would be like, "Oh, like don't shout at him," and I'm like, "You literally shouted at me when I was young. Like,
yeah.
why is he any different? You know?"
I really think it's down to like how you grew up. I feel like that's where you learn your communication skills.
Hmm.
And then my brother would like answer back and stuff. Like he's a big man. Like you're not sit down, bro. Like what the fuck?
Maybe that's a you problem, Robin. What happened to being the second parent? Look at Robin. What happened?
Oh, break the generational curses.
So just to verge on a bit, February's love month ish, kind of, I guess.
I don't feel the
Do,
love, so
do you find it hard to express love with family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever?
mm, no.
Nah,
No.
I
I
say a
don't.
lot to a lot of people.
I'm
Oof.
just because I'm just thinking like, because Robin's like my best friend, so like it's easy for me to like,
Like
huh?
like
Robin's my best friend. Sorry, sorry, like is in my vocabulary. Okay, yeah. So Robin's my best friend, so it's easy for me to say to her like, "Good night, I love you," like stuff like that.
yeah, I say that a lot.
And then, but sometimes, like for example, with my
Guilty.
parents, like with my parents, I say it to them, but like sometimes I feel like awkward. That
Mm,
shouldn't be
I
like in
get
person.
that.
Like, I can text it to them,
I
but
never
like,
say it to my parents.
if I verbally say it, I just feel a bit like I don't know. Do you get that?
Yeah, I get awkward as well. But Robin, what did you say?
I never say I love you to my parents.
Why? Explain.
I just don't have that relationship with them. I'm not that close to them.
Oh,
Like I make cuento, but like just like to catch up and hear what's going on in my life. But I didn't really like chat to them like that.
really?
Yeah, no.
Why? What happened, if I may ask?
Well, I don't know. I think it's I'm more closer to my Lola and Lola because like they raised me from when I was young. Like my mom
Oh.
and my dad were abroad, and like they weren't really there for me. My mom took me to here. She took me here when I was 9, but like I don't know, like it wasn't the same. Like when she took me, like bro, I don't know. We still weren't that close because she was working a lot, and I
Oh.
don't know. And I never really, well, I didn't really have a good relationship with her at that time as well for some reason.
Fair enough. Yeah, I feel awkward as well. Especially when they're like, "Oh, Josh, love you, like good night." I'm like, "Love you too." Maybe because I'm a guy, it's kind of harder as well. I don't know. Does that
I don't
is
know.
that a
My
thing?
brother, my brother is more expressive than me. Like he says it, he's like, "Love you." Like he'll say it straight up. I'm like,
There was a time where my friend from secondary, she was forcing me to like say love you to my mom, and I just felt so awkward. Like even on text, like okay, bye, love you, and then she'd be like love you too, and I'm like, what is this?
I
But
think if you're
yeah,
not used to that kind of love, you're kind of like, you know, kind of like,
Especially
what's this?
because I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I was the most confrontational one with my parents. So arguing, answering back. Um, so I was always disciplined, I guess. I admit I was. So growing up, it's kind of hard for me to express that, emotional side.
Mm.
mm,
Mine's kind of the opposite. Like I was very much, well, my parents were really strict, but I was very much like obedient, but not in a way where like I wanted to follow them. It's because I was scared of them.
Really?
Yeah. But like I wanted to do things that, especially when I came here, because obviously
same.
everyone's a little bit more liberated. So like
Yeah.
when you have friends that's like going out, like even if it's just a simple shopping center, like back in the day when I was like 15, 16, I wanted to go, and I had a curfew at like 4 p.m. or whatever, or 3 p.m. or something like that. Like literally after school, I can't go anywhere. And
Yeah,
then when I went to college, I became a bit more rebellious, but I was still scared of them. If that makes sense. So like I just lie and lie and lie and lie, and then like
Oh yeah.
I
and
would
now I
always
see my
lie as well.
brother
I'm
just
not gonna
proper like expressive, and he doesn't care what he say because he can express his emotions, and I'm still here. I'm 25 years old and I'm still like, "Eh." I mean, like,
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Because it's like an Asian thing almost, like saving face.
yeah, definitely.
Your parents hearing this, like,
I might get a beating tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. At 25 years old.
ano pinagsasabi niyo?
They're just gonna buzz through your room. Imagine.
That would be so... I would actually laugh. Can you imagine Tita just wrestling?
Wait, I'm not beating.
Wait, ang pinagsasabi niyo sa...
But yeah, I think the way you were raised has a lot to do with like expressing your emotions.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge factor.
With friends and like partners, like boyfriends, I'm very like clingy and I'm very like expressive with my words and like my actions. So I feel like it's different.
What about you, Robin?
What boyfriend?
Just in general.
No, I like to think that I do give enough affection.
She's very affectionate.
No, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I give all my affection to Steph, so she'll know. I think I am. I always say love you.
What, even to people you just met?
Nah. No. 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 Well, I don't know why you're saying yeah for.
No, because
Whatever,
I see you as like, okay, you don't say it, but because this is why I say you're a people person, because you're very like open.
Am I?
Yeah, I feel like you're very
I'm not
open.
gonna lie, when people swap shifts to me, I'm like, oh, I love you so much. I always say that. They say it back, so that's the most important thing.
Yeah, but that's a different type of love. Like we're talking about like love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I am
That's good.
affectionate.
I'll just hide in my room. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
What is love, baby? Copyright.
What about you, Josh?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you express your love?
I buy you food.
Bubble tea.
I give you my time, I guess.
You've never given me your time.
Guys, what's your love language?
Ooh.
Okay. What?
All right.
Okay. Robin, you ask the question, you answer.
Wow, so much pressure on me. Mine is words of affirmation. I just love it when people like write me paragraphs and like say when they say like they're so grateful for me.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I just get so emotional. And I love like waking up to like cute messages and like I just feel it in my heart, you know?
So, like, I have a question for you though. Like, what if all the other like the rest of the love languages, like the other four, like they don't do it to you, but they just keep the words of affirmation? Can you live with that forever?
I don't know. I think so.
I
Nah,
feel
nah. I want physical touch.
Oh.
No, it's like I want cuddles. I want cuddles.
This podcast is rated PG, bro.
Yeah.
And I like quality time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you
No, I
answer
wouldn't.
that question? You asked.
No. That's why I asked, because with me, I feel like with all the 5 love languages, it's very hard for me to pick one.
What are the
Per se, 'cause I
5?
feel like so there's acts of service, there's words of affirmation, there's receiving or giving gifts, there's physical touch and quality time. But I feel like if I think about it, I can't go one without any of them.
Yeah,
That
but
makes
you
sense?
have to. There's one that's
There's one that's like
the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like I can't. like exempt rest. You know what I mean? That's
I
why,
think
like,
everyone's like that.
yeah, when
I feel
people
like
ask
everyone's
me
like
like,
that though.
"What's your love language?" I'm like, everything.
All of them. Do all of them. I
But I
have
took a
high
test yesterday.
standards.
I took like a love language test. Yeah, I took 4 love languages tests the other day.
So did I. They all came up different.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never taken
But
that.
most of it was acts of service, which kind of makes sense.
Wow, we all work for the NHS. We all love people, don't we?
She a hero.
She a hero. Clap for us, please, guys. Clap, clap, clap.
Josh, what's your love language? He wanted me to answer first because he doesn't know what love language is.
No, yeah. I just needed more info in it.
But like, what if? Okay, without taking the test though, out of all the 5, what's the one where it's just very like you don't mind the rest not being there all the time, but except this one thing.
Do you like it when people text you paragraphs or like when you get love letters or
Josh's face
stuff
going
like
like
that?
this.
I
Yeah.
don't even like receiving compliments.
Okay, so that is not for
That's like,
him.
I don't know.
Thank you.
It's because growing up, I didn't receive a lot of compliments or words of affirmation. It's always do
Because
better.
you ugly boy. I'm joking.
I'm dead. I'm alive, but I'm
Wow,
dead.
I'm live. I'm live.
I'm joking.
This is why. Robin is why I don't like.
I'm joking. I just had to put it out there.
I don't know. Just growing up, I wasn't really given that much. You know,
Yeah.
Aww.
like
What
even now, I'm just
about
like, nah, I'm alright. Like, oh,
acts of
thanks.
service then?
Acts of service.
Yeah, like when people do stuff for you.
Yeah.
What, like having a yaya? Yes.
We all had that. We all love that. That's probably why that's my love language.
You want to be a yaya?
Or you know, when I was a kid,
Wow.
my parents would be like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I was like, "La bandera."
Did you actually used to say that? I'm dead. For example, like if you're finding things really difficult, then and your partner or whatever, they're like, "Oh, let me do that for you."
Yeah. Or
Like,
without
would
even
you
saying
love
anything,
that?
they'll just take over.
Yeah. Like if you're, for example, like you're really stressed, like you come home, yeah, and there's like bare dishes like on the sink, and then you're just like, I can't be bothered for this, blah blah blah, and then he comes over and he's like, oh, like let me just do that, go have some rest. Would you love that?
Is that what you like?
Now I'm asking you, bro.
No,
I feel like Josh doesn't have a love language.
no.
Josh says, fuck expressing emotions.
He's the real traumatized child.
I love how you introduce this topic, but you don't even know.
This is the intervention. It's the intervention for me. Like even when I go home after work, I just go to my bed. Like,
What were you saying, Steph? Physical touch?
No, I said I don't think Josh's love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
No. What about time then? Quality time, spending time.
quality time, yes.
Oh,
If
then
I
there you
wanna,
go.
if I wanna chill with you, innit,
There
we go
we
out.
finally got there.
Maybe we should have said that at the start.
What are your plans for Valentine's, guys?
I'm gonna be pre-ordering a FiliFest surprise sweet pack available now on the FiliFest shop.
Oh,
Wow! Plug!
Shameless plug.
Quick plug!
What are you doing, Steph?
sleeping.
Yeah,
Wow.
but after.
And it's
after.
lockdown. Like, what can we really do? You know, there's not much to do. There's nowhere to go.
True.
So,
Sad.
I've been in a what's the word? Weird phase actually emotionally recently.
Why? What's up?
Nothing. It's just like I don't feel.
Josh just looking at himself.
It's fixed vibes.
Like I don't want to say numb, but I feel numb, if that makes sense.
What's up?
I don't know.
She's taken a whole month of stress leave and you're saying what's up.
You can air out your emotions here. It's fine. This is a safe space.
No, but I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I can't express my emotions. Like how do I express it? You know?
I think you just have to go for it, innit? You just have to say
Mm,
what you want to say. It's hard to say what you want to say, obviously, because you don't know how the other person will react. But
true.
if you know someone and you know how they're gonna react, like if you're like
Yeah, but
really
then
excited,
yeah. So if you know how they're gonna react, how do you deal with that? How would you deal with that?
there are only like a small amount of people that I open up to,
Mm,
and that trust has to be like built from day.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
True.
I think it just depends on the person, really. Like, do you have enough trust in this person to, for them to listen to you to actually validate and value your feelings?
Oh,
Just got deep real quick.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
how do you,
And
Robin,
how do I what?
value? I mean, what?
get through the night with.
Express your emotions, isn't it?
It's the same thing. Like it depends on who you are. Like if I'm comfortable with you, I can express it easily. Whereas like if I don't know you, like if I like I don't know, if I've never met you before, like I'm quite shy. Don't do that. But
Do you feel like expressing emotions, like, well, do you find it difficult? Do you find that difficulty in expressing emotions is a Filipino youth thing or just a generational thing, just for everyone?
I would. I want to say not just a Filipino thing, but a lot of like
I don't
Asians.
know.
I don't know. I feel like it's like an Asian thing, not just a Filipino thing. Because I feel like our kind of culture is very similar to other Asians, like Southeast Asians and that. I guess it's different as well.
It depends, I guess, how you
Hmm.
were raised and stuff.
You know how like here, when Filipinos call each other, it's not like how it is back in Philippines. It's
What do you mean?
very different.
Isn't it? So,
So
yeah.
like in Philippines, the way they would like court the or make legal is like they go to like the girl's house and like not just court the girl but like court the family as well and be like bring flowers or bring like gifts to the mom or the dad or whatever and like show that like their intentions are like not anything bad or anything, whereas like
Can't
here
lie,
it's
my
kind
ex did that.
of whereas like here um it's not like that.
Yeah, there's no there's no legal culture here. Legal
No,
means
there
courting,
isn't.
by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like, so
sorry, yeah.
courting is basically, how would you explain courting? Pursuing.
Yeah, when
Right.
you pursue
It's
someone,
like before you date someone or before you
make it
go
official or
official,
whatever. Yeah.
like you have to kind of like send flowers and chocolates, like to make like just to like let them know that like you're the one I want to be with, I guess.
Huh? Yeah, there is no like courting culture.
No,
Well,
it's just
anyway,
like
like, yeah,
it's like a text. What you up to?
yeah,
Do you want to see each other?
What are
Like,
you doing, babes?
so it's not.
You
And
up?
then it's like I feel like the romance is dead here in terms like in the Filipino community. What's
so
going on, guys?
so you're saying difficulty in expressing emotions is a Filipino UK thing, not a Filipino thing.
It
Because
could be.
I don't know about you, but yeah, but some cousins in the Philippines that I have anyway, there's no
Mm.
filter at all. Do you
Mm.
know what I mean?
What do you mean? There's no filter to.
Like, they say what they want to say and they just say it.
Mm, I'm thinking.
Do you think it's a society thing?
Honestly, it's a lot of. I feel like it's a lot of like mixed things, like mixed factors.
Hmm.
Because like you can have, it can be a society thing in Philippines as well. Because Philippines is very like,
Open. Well,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
well, conservative but open, if that makes sense. Like obviously nowadays it's very much changing, but back in the day, you don't like if you don't court someone, it's kind of like a forbidden thing. Like oh, you can't date whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Would you teach, like, for example, like, if someone wants to be with you, would you be like, oh, this is how you should do it and stuff like that? Would you be like that to them? Would you educate them like that?
I don't know. I'm very like, the way I see it and the way I think of it is like, if I'm gonna have to teach you how to do it and tell you how to do it, I would rather you not do it.
But they don't know that though. They don't. They don't even know what
I used
courting
to
is.
think like that. Yeah, I used to think like that. But like, because before I'd expect him to do things, when he doesn't do it, I get pissed. So like, I've
That's
kind
what
of,
happens when you expect too much.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I've kind of learned to, like, I can't help not expecting things, but I've learned how to kind of communicate it. So I've learned how to kind of say what I want and not be angry if he doesn't meet the expectations. Because sometimes my expectations are a bit outside the box. But
Speaking of making legal, and
yeah,
February is Valentine's month. It's time for a special segment of Talaga. And this Talaga section will be headed by Stephanie. Do you want to go
oh,
ahead?
I thought you were gonna say my last name.
Stephanie,
Rodrigo!
at Stephanie Rodrigo.
Follow me.
Oh,
So
plug.
did you guys know that there's actually different types of like making legal or courting someone in the Philippines?
Actually, 5.
Yeah,
Talaga?
six,
Talaga.
six
Talaga.
actually.
Talaga.
Can you
6.
guess one of them at least? Yeah, there's six of them.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. Because I don't know. Oh, Harana.
Ooh,
What's that?
can you explain it?
Harana.
Oh,
When
the
you're serenading.
yeah, when you're outside the girl's house, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
girl
that's
looks out the
very
window and is like, what are you doing here?
that's very olden days though. Oh yeah, like I started dating really young, so even then I never got haraned once. So I think it's a very like old age thing, like 1970s, 60s, no 80s.
Would
Sorry,
you like to be serenaded?
it'll be really nice. Like it will be really
It'd be
fun.
cute. It'd be so
Yeah,
moist though. You can never do that in the UK. Like, what the fuck are you
exactly.
doing? Wet wipe.
They'll be like, "Oi, what with you, fam?"
So what's
Yeah.
the second way?
That would
What's
be
the
so cute.
The second one is the paalam. I don't know what that is.
sorry? They say sorry. Wait, no.
Paalam.
Oh,
Paalam. Whoa.
Oh my god. Fake!
Oh,
Fake
you
Filipino.
know.
And you the host. Shame. Are you not
Oh,
embarrassed?
it's
are you
not
not
the goodbye.
embarrassed?
It's not the goodbye paalam. It's the paalam like to let you
Oh,
know.
to
Like,
let. Okay.
to
So
ask
like back in
permission.
the day, yeah, like it, like when the guy goes to the girl's house and like asks the parents for the girls so that they can date their daughter. That makes sense. I was
Oh,
gonna say for their hand, like no wait, that's marriage.
that's step number 7.
It does.
So, but like, yeah, no, I never got that either. No, I got that. Sorry.
Wow. So someone got 2. Someone got point number 2.
Yeah, but we didn't date that
I
long.
got that.
Really? Someone actually asked your parents?
Yeah, he came to my house with flowers and asked my mom if he could date me.
Oh,
Oh.
anyway.
Anyway, moving on
Anyway,
before she cries.
Oh no. Okay.
Number 3.
Number three says here. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Does anyone want to explain what pakitang gilas is?
as
Pakitang
in like
gilas.
show off.
Showing
Yeah,
off, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Pakitang gilas, how would you say that in English?
I just said it
Oh,
properly.
No, but gilas means show off.
I you because you wanna it's like a first impression kind of thing. Like you don't want the other person to make them think that you're some basic fool, you know?
Do you think people do that here?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
And then once you make them yours,
100%. 100%.
she's very triggered, guys. The next one is love letters.
Oh.
Has anyone has anyone got any love letters?
Can't relate.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Me, I have.
Mine's not really love letters, but he's left like post-it notes.
That's cute as well.
Yeah, which is kind of cute. It's just like, oh, food's here, whatever.
Oh.
Stuff like that. Yeah, but it's not really love letters. Like, what about pasalubong?
Oh, I love pasalubong.
This stuff is still a thing. Defo.
Yeah, I think that's nothing to do with courting someone. I think it's more to do with just like basic manners.
For the people at home that don't know, pasalubong means gift, a present.
Yeah, like not souvenirs. That's more like gifts, but like it could just be anything. It could be gifts. It could be food.
It's not even like to the girl. It's like to the parents
Yeah,
as well,
to
isn't it?
the parents. Like it's more like to earn the respect. Like it goes hand in hand with the first one. No, the second one, the paalam. Sorry, because like you can't go to their house and ask for their daughter empty-handed. Like, come on.
Stephanie's standard.
Steph is triggered. Steph said, Adrian, listen to this podcast quick too.
The next one is I wonder if anyone can explain this. The pamamanhikan.
Ooh, I used
This is
to
what you
know
do before
it.
marriage.
That's a deep Tagalog word.
Yeah, I don't know the literal translation for it, but this is
What?
basically
We can
what
describe
you
it.
do. This is what the guy does that when he goes to the parents' house and basically ask for the daughter's hand in marriage, basically. And it's kind of like paalam,
Talaga?
but it's just before talaga. It's just before they get like they want to set their intention straight. They're like, I want to marry your daughter. Kind of thing.
Really?
And then like sometimes I don't know if it's still a thing now, but sometimes it's like the guy brings his family to the girl's house, and then like the families, like the future in-laws, like meet and stuff like that. But that doesn't really happen here. I feel like.
Adrian,
It's
take
just the guy.
notes. Your boyfriend, Adrian, take notes.
Anyway,
Do you think? Because most of the steps are like the guy pursuing the girl. Is there one for the other way around though?
Adrian right now.
can we stop mentioning my man, please? Jungkook might be listening. That's a good question, Josh. I don't know.
Is there anything that, especially in our
What's the
culture,
question?
where, like
Please
for
do
most
stop
of the
hearing it.
so for like in the process of courting, innit? It's mostly it's not mostly, it's mainly the guy doing all the work to pursue the woman.
Yeah.
Is there one for the other way around?
I've never.
I don't think so.
But like
No.
now, in our society now, I don't know in Philippines or maybe like here in UK, I think it's becoming a little bit more normal for the girl to kind of like ask the guy out or like set her intention straight. Like, I want to date you, I want to see you, I want to like be your girlfriend. Obviously, in the Philippines, I don't know if it's still strictly just the guy. Like the girl just waits there and until the guy comes to his senses and be like, "Oh, I like you."
I think it's a generational thing as well. Like, not a lot of Filipino women now are like demure, shy, or reserved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't think they were back in the day anyway. I mean, look how many children they've had. Like, I don't think it's like, I don't know. Yeah.
So thanks for the talaga section.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
There's still one last one.
What's the last one?
Oh,
The Maria Clara way.
Oh, really?
The
I thought they
what?
already the Maria Clara.
That goes hand in hand with what I just said. Like the girls are very like they just wait there. Like they play hard to get.
Me.
Robin, why'd you play hard to get?
It's fun.
No shame. No shame.
I mean, it's true.
It is fun, though.
Not in a bad way, but like it just shows the guy's intentions a little bit more. Because obviously, if they give up so quick, or if you give in so quickly, like a little later on when you start dating or official and whatnot, they're gonna stop doing the things they did when they were courting you. Whereas
Yeah.
if you kind of play hard to get and whatever, they're gonna show sides of them. Like, what am I saying? Like, they're just gonna show a
They're
little
gonna
bit.
show more effort, like, I don't know, in
Yeah,
order to get you, you know?
yeah,
Because if the guy is like willing
exactly.
and,
They'll do
and is
anything.
actively pursuing you,
Because imagine they get you, yeah, and then they just,
But obviously, don't take the piss in it.
yeah.
okay. So, say for example, like in going back to like expressing emotions, it's hard for us to do that with our parents. Maybe less so with our like siblings and stuff. But if, say for example, you had a parent or you have like a younger sibling, would you be more open to them?
It's very hard. I feel like I am very close to my brother,
I ain't.
but
But you know what? It's the age gap
Hmm.
for me anyway.
what's your age gap with your brother?
Our age gap is 10 years, nearly 11. So I'm 22 and he's minus
Oh.
11. He's 12.
22 minus 11 is 12.
No, because he just had his birthday.
Oh.
So it's actually, I said 10, nearly 11. Oh my god. Anyway, so it's very hard for me to relate to him right now anyway, because all he can chat about is Fortnite, like the do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, what with me and my brother are 5 years. Like the age gap is 5 years. But when he was going through his puberty, like we barely spoke, barely even texted, barely even asked like each other like, "Hi, how you doing?" But like now that he's 20, I'm 25,
Mm.
we're a little bit more like open with each other. We're very more
Yeah.
like we can sit in one place together and talk, or not even talk, but it won't be awkward kind of thing.
I saw you had like a heart to heart with him not long ago as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like now we're starting to have like heart to heart conversations, and I open up to him, he opens up to me, which
Cute.
is like kind of weird, but it's kind of nice because I didn't have that before with him, and then now I'm
Yeah.
finding a friend in my brother, you know? But I can't do that with my parents.
I know what
I
you
don't
mean.
think I can. Like I'm close with my mom and my dad, but I don't like certain things I would say to my brother or my friends. I don't think I can say it to my family or
Are
my
you
mom and
close
dad.
with your brother Josh?
Well, for my family anyway, I have two brothers, one sister. Um, I
Oh, I thought you had.
I'm more of like, I don't know. I just like to keep stuff in. Do you know what I mean? So I have two brothers, one sister. So there's six of us in the family together. For me personally, anyway, I'm not really the type to open up that much.
Same.
I just like to keep to myself.
Same.
But if there's an issue that's really bugging me,
Well, with
obviously
my
I'll like,
family anyway.
yeah. So like, if there's an issue that I really want to bring up, I obviously go to them. Like, but yeah, like I'd like for us to all get closer, but it's just, when you grow up, you just try and bottle things in or something.
Mm.
I'm I'm
Do you
I'm
think?
comfortable like that.
Do you think you'll ever change
Yeah, I
in
want to.
terms of yeah?
So like right now, I'm like, I'm comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable in the long run, just keeping
You,
things to myself.
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
So thanks guys for joining me today or tonight on this on episode 6 of Tambayan.
It was fun.
Yeah. Was it fun?
A little bit off topic, but it was fun.
Okay, that's
It's
good.
fun because like we don't really have these kind of talks.
We don't.
And we don't really have these kind we'll have it for like 5 minutes and then we'll just go back to like banter and stuff. So we don't really have like the chance to like actually talk about topics like this. Which is it's fun.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's to bring stuff that we don't really talk about, like our emotions as well, isn't it?
Let's not go there again.
Alright. So thanks guys for joining us today. I'm Josh.
I'm Robin. Thanks for having me.
And Steph.
Thanks for having me.
So be sure to follow their social medias. We'll link them down on the page as well. If you wanna plug yourselves again.
Let me plug myself. Stephanie Rodrigo, guys. Stephanie Rodrigo. Actually, yeah, link it because people don't know how to write my name.
What about you, Robin? What's your socials? Plug him again.
Robin, ROBYNN, Samson.
And be sure to follow FiliFest on all of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, subscribe there. And we'll see you next month for March's episode. Bye. Bloopers. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god, stop attacking me! He doesn't need the vaccine. He just stays away from everyone.
I've been socially distancing since day.